My name is Moses Waribo, and I'm a life coach. I'm a public speaker, and one of the co-founders of Think Tank TV. So we hope you're going to have a very interesting time. I want to take you on a very short pep talk before we go straight into the matter for the day. I am a very young, humble man who grew up in an average home, like you would call it. A home where things were not so bad, things were also not so perfect. But as God would have it, I came out to be one of those students who would be like, in a class of 30, I'd come out around 14, 15, 16, I always hide at the middle, right? So that's how I was when I grew up. But in the course of my coming up in life, I began to inquire, because I was a very inquisitive person. I began to inquire, why are some people rich and some people poor? Why does it look like some people are more informed in life? I began to inquire. I was a very inquisitive person. And in the course of me growing up, I went to University of Port Harcourt, graduated with an average grade as well. And because of me finding this out, I began to inquire. I began to go through the autobiography of great men. I began to go through the books of great men, and I began to find out something. The same thing I want to share with you today. I told you, recall, I said I was never a first-class student. I was never the person who came out best. But when I began to get across this information, I began to find out the difference between those great people and the people who are small, right? I'm going to be sharing those things with you. First of all, you need to know that in the school you're going to, they will not teach you everything. They are not going to open up a lot of things to you, because the school will always teach you in a particular direction, right? Which is what they call syllabus. And they train you with a mindset of coming out to life from school and picking up a job, paying your bills. I hope that's how most of us are thinking, right? Yeah. Come out of school, get a job, get a good job, right? Maybe perhaps in NLNG. So come out of schools and pay our bills until perhaps one day we retire. But you will see that there are many people who are super successful in life that perhaps did not take this course, this pattern. And this is the same thing I want to teach you today before you commence this course. It's important to go to school, right? But while you're going to school, you need to have a very perfect orientation about life. Today, there are a lot of people who have come out of school and you know them, they have not gotten a job. I hope do you know anyone like that who has come out, he's a graduate, he has not gotten a job, he did well perhaps in school, right? He has not gotten a job. That's to tell you that your going to school does not guarantee you getting a job, right? Yes. What guarantees you getting a job is the knowledge you have about the market, the additional skills you have about life. These are the things that guarantee you getting a job or perhaps becoming successful rather. So this is one of the skills you're going to be learning today, right? It's an additional skill. And when I began to search through the secrets of these men, I found out something, that most of them became and decided to become the best in life. So that brings us to what I want to talk to you about, the pep talk I want to talk about, which is becoming the best. I said I was never a best student, right? But I want to teach you on becoming the best. One thing you need to know is becoming the best is possible despite your background. It is very possible. All you need to know is, I want to become the best. That takes us to the first point, which is desire, right? You must desire to be the best if you want to be the best. You must desire it. You must be hungry for it. You must want it. Now, you're about to have a soft skill here that would add to your CV, that will add to your knowledge. Remember I said, one of the things you're going to be adding to the advantage for you to have a job or become valuable in the marketplace is the skill and knowledge you have. So what I'm trying to tell you is you're going to take this soft skill very importantly. You're going to listen to what they're going to tell you. You're going to make sure you take it very importantly. Beyond this center, you will need it one day, right? So if you want to go pick up a job today and you walk into the interviewer and the interviewer says, who are you? You say, I have this, I have BSc, I have certificate in this, right? And they now find out that 30 people have the same certificate you have, right? The moment the interviewer finds out that you have an added advantage, right? Perhaps I know about cinematography, I know about graphic design. They pick you over the person who does not have, right? Same thing you would do, right? So it's an added advantage. You have to take it very seriously. Now, when you have the desire to want to become the best, which is the first step, the next thing you need to know is how the mind works. How the mind works. We have two kinds of mind, the conscious and the subconscious mind. That's what I'm going to tell you at this your level, the conscious and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the mind which you use to get information from your senses. You see, you hear, you touch, you feel, the five senses, right? Yeah. You know about it. That's what you use to get information into your conscious mind. Now, when an information gets into your conscious mind, just like it's going to be coming right now, via the training course you'll be having, that information can still live, right? That's why you hear about people saying, I forgot. You hear something, you know something, they teach you something, then at some point you forget what they taught you. That information was just in your conscious mind. For you to be able to retain any information, you must move that information from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the mind that retains information. The subconscious mind is the mind that when you have an information there, you don't lose it like that. And that's why sometimes when we have a habit, right, we don't find it easy to let go those habits. It means that habit has left our conscious mind to our subconscious mind. So you see that sometimes when you act, you're acting because it's not really something you wanted to do, right? But you find yourself doing it, right? Now, that is because it has become a habit. If you pick up a habit of going to play in the sand when you're a child, right? You know that you and your pair groups normally goes to play in the sand by 4 o'clock. The moment you come back from school, what happens? What rings in your head? Playing in the sand, right? That's because that information was moved from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. I have a very short time on this, right? So how do you move information from your conscious to your subconscious mind? That's what I want to teach you now. Because the information you'll be having now is going to be coming to your conscious mind, right? Via your sight, via what is going to be telling you, via your senses, right? The conscious mind to your subconscious mind is what we call repetition. I gave you an instance of when you go out to play by 4 o'clock, when you do it the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, you see that your head will ring that it's 4 o'clock, you want to go and play under the sand. Why? Because you have been repeating that same thing. So when you get this information today, number one, you desire to be successful, right? You desire to become the best. You now use the tool we call repetition to move the information from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. How do you do the repetition? Is by going back to study what you've been taught now. Is anybody with me? Yes. So you can see that with this little tip, you can become the best in this training you want to have. And I believe that majority of you here will do what I'm going to teach you to become the best. Yes. I wish you a very successful time in your training, and I hope you become the best at the end of the day. We have a YouTube channel. We are on all social media networks. Why? Because we have series of information you can hear that will transform your mind. If you want to get more information, you need to go to our channels on social media. Beyond the comedy skits, go there. You get most of our content that would renew your mind. I wish you the best, and I hope you come out to be the best. Thank you so much. So we're going to invite Mr. Abien Hart. He's going to be your resource person for this training, right? You know how the schedule is. He's going to be coming every other day for you to do the training, and I hope you come out well.